A Quiet Place is a movie that is in theaters right now, and people are loving it. People are having a great time watching it.
It's got something like a 98 or something.
Yeah,
on
it's like
Rotten Tomatoes.
cleaning up at the box office. We don't want to spoil anything if you haven't seen it, but I highly recommend everyone go see it in the movie theaters because the premise of it is this: is that there are creatures out there that will go after sound.
Yes.
So everyone has to be very quiet. Unfortunately, some people suck at doing that at the movies.
Yes, the movie theater is a weird place to see a quiet film because the movie theater is where we go to clap and cheer and laugh and eat and crunch obnoxious food without judgment.
Right, like the term popcorn flick describes a movie. You go and you eat the popcorn, you have a good time. That's like a very loud food to eat in a quiet room when you're trying to enjoy cinema.
Yeah, so when I went to go see this movie, I went on a Saturday afternoon and it was incredibly quiet in the theater. It was loud going in, but then I realized that the theater sort of like got it. And I was lucky. And I had a bag of popcorn and I ate it so slowly and so quietly that it was just sort of like I waited for moments in the film where things got loud and just inhaled a bunch of food, which I don't know what that says about me, but there's no judgment, like I said. So if you're going to go see this movie, don't see this movie with people who ask questions the entire time. Don't see this movie with your friends who are loud idiots and crack jokes and think they're doing a Mystery Science Theater thing. That's fun to do at home, though. Max and I are very guilty of that.
Yeah, no, that's fun sometimes, but this is definitely, this when it says A Quiet Place on the marquee above the theater, that should be describing the theater itself. Some of the folks at my screening did not get that memo. There was an entire family in my row who I joke you not, brought a Razor scooter into the movie theater and their 2 toddlers and a stroller, and I looked over and they're unpacking they had like large size bags of chips. They're sneaking in all kinds of food. They had like a large submarine sandwich. They had all this stuff, and I was just like, before the movie started, we're just like giving them the stink eye. This couple comes in and sits down next to me. I'm like, oh, this is a nice couple, whatever, they'll be quiet. And then the trailers start, and the guy starts translating in German to his girlfriend.
Oh my God.
And he's like muttering to her, and I'm like, are you kidding me? You're dubbing the movie in real time? And then he pulls out a giant bag of popcorn, he's eating that. Aside from the popcorn, he was fairly quiet, and the family was inexplicably quiet. I don't know if they just fed the children Benadryl or what, but they went very quiet. Those kids would have survived very well in that universe. Who wasn't quiet was the man who fell asleep and proceeded to snore very loudly through most of that film. Also, I think somebody was trying to open one cough drop for half that movie.
So that's totally something that's possible. In my theater, a woman opened a box of Tic Tacs, which is like weirdly one of the most recognizable sounds in food.
Yeah.
And it was just like that click, pop, open, and then a single Tic Tac fell out of the box, hit the floor, and rolled, and 2 people were like, shh.
Yeah.
So that's how quiet it gets in there. So keep it down. One last thing. I enjoy going to see movies at the Alamo Drafthouse because they have, you can get cheeseburgers and alcohol, and it's great. Also, that's the worst place to see this movie, straight up. That if you go to that movie theater, there will be men and women scurrying around constantly. They will be putting your check down. There's just a lot of clanging and a lot of noises that happen in that theater. They're making drinks in the back, they're bringing out all this food. It's very different than just like people bringing out a bag of popcorn and slowly eating it. Now, to sort of circumvent that, some Alamo Drafthouses introduced a quiet menu, which I think is really clever. It's all like soft foods, like pretzels and chicken tenders and just like cotton candy, things like that. Things that you can eat.
A nice quiet bisque.
A nice quiet, like a soup that you can't slurp.
Cotton candy.
A medium temperatured soup.
All right.
A good broth for the whole family. That said, I don't think that's the place to see that movie. I will go see Avengers there, Star Wars, that's a fun time. Even though a guy walked in front of, at the end of Force Awakens, a guy walked in front of when Luke Skywalker came out, and he was like, I got your check. And I was like, it's Luke Skywalker, get the, sit down. So yeah, shout out to Alamo Drafthouse. Don't go see that movie there. Go see that movie at a quiet theater with quiet friends and be a quiet person.
If you don't have any quiet friends or a local quiet theater, wait until it hits on demand and just soundproof your own house.
And don't fart, you sick
fart,
dude. Don't fart in that room. Everyone will hear that fart. Hey, thanks for watching our video on A Quiet Place, a movie you should not be loud during. If you like horror movies, you'll love this video we did on 5 horror movies coming out this year that we're very excited to poop our pants while watching. Yeah, that's the thing I do. Go to the movie, get real scared, leave a hot turd in the pants, walk out. Joke's on me, literally. After that, watch our video we did on 2017's best movies that literally nobody saw, or like 5 dudes did. Maybe 5 dudes and 1 girl. It was mostly dudes. That's the way that works. You really think a lot of girls went to go see Valerian? I don't think so. Power Rangers? Maybe. There's like 3 girls in that movie. Who knows? I didn't really do the demographic math on that one, but no one watched those movies, and you should because we like them. Up at noon, every Thursday noon Pacific time on IGN.com, YouTube, Twitch, and Bungle, a word I just made up.